It's one of the most strategic waterways in the world, and now it's the latest flashpoint in a growing geopolitical tug-of-war. This week, the United States and Panama signed a new Defence and Security Pact aimed at boosting cooperation around the Panama Canal. U.S. Defence Secretary Pete Hegseth called it vital to counter what he described as China's growing influence in Latin America. The joint declaration, signed by Hegseth and Panama's Minister for Canal Affairs, reaffirms Panama's sovereignty over the canal while laying the groundwork for enhanced military coordination. The Panama Canal Authority confirmed efforts are underway to design a system that would allow cost-neutral compensation for services provided to U.S. warships and auxiliary vessels. But the U.S. has its eyes on more. Hegseth says the deal is a step toward ensuring first and free passage for the U.S. Navy through the canal, a lifeline for global trade. To back up its words, Washington is also deploying the USNS Comfort, a Navy hospital ship to the region, billed as a show of commitment to regional stability. But even as the U.S. advances on cybersecurity, engineering, and military cooperation, its push to reestablish military bases in Panama hit a hard stop.
Make no mistake, Beijing is investing and operating in this region for military advantage and unfair economic gain. We do not seek war with China. And war with China is certainly not inevitable. We do not seek it. President Trump has made it clear that the Panama Canal and the canal areas cannot and will not be controlled by China.
From ports and telecom to energy infrastructure, Beijing's footprint in Latin America has grown fast. And nowhere is that more visible than the Panama Canal, where a Hong Kong-based company, Panama Ports Co, has long operated terminals at both ends of the waterway. Hegseth claims these Chinese investments aren't just economic, they're strategic.
中方已将采取必要措施，捍卫自身的合法权益。中国人民的正当发展权利不容剥夺，中国的主权、安全、发展利益不容侵犯。我们将继续采取坚决有力的措施，维护自身的正当权益。
We certainly understand that the Panama Canal is in Panama, and protecting Panamanian sovereignty from malign influence is important, which is why when President Trump says we're taking back the Panama Canal from Chinese influence, that involves partnership with the United States and Panama. And we're grateful that they've welcomed U.S. troops on Panamanian soil.
Under pressure from the U.S., Panama has accused Panama Ports Co of failing to meet a $1.2 billion contract obligation, an allegation the company denies. The port's parent company, CK Hutchison, recently struck a $19 billion deal to sell 43 ports, including the ones in Panama, to a BlackRock-led U.S. consortium. Beijing responded with an antitrust probe, calling the deal unfair. The Panama Canal carries 5% of global trade and nearly 40% of U.S. container traffic. In the race for influence, this isn't just about ships, it's about who controls the flow of global power. Panama says the canal will stay neutral and open to all. But neutrality in today's world is easier said than maintained.
One of the biggest dangers to our country are negative influences, dirty influences. These are people who are there on digital mediums only to get numbers, and what they do has had a very negative effect on our society. We all know about it. But together, you and I can change that. Republic is starting an influencer incubator program where you can be part of creating some world-class content that is nation first, that helps our country, that creates awareness, and you can work with me here on this campus as part of the first phase of the Republic Influencer Incubator program, which is the Positive Influencers program. The Positive Influencers program, which is going to be run from the Republic Media Campus, which is the largest newsroom in Asia, aims to bring together a diverse set of people from across the country. You can work from where you are, you can work with me here on this campus to create content on anything which you feel, if it proliferates, if it spreads, will have a positive impact on our people. It could be in the area of health, technology, defense, awareness, current affairs, politics, or even history, science and technology. I know there are a lot of you out there who have the talent, and all that you want is the reach. And Republic is doing this to give your content the reach. Together, all of us can come together and create a content revolution in our country. The digital medium, the growth of digital in our country is one of the most fascinating things, but you can use it in a positive way for the country, or you can use it in a negative way for our country. There are too many people who are using the digital medium to make a quick buck. But together, all of us, if we become one unit that's working in national interest, that believes in nation first, then through the Positive Influencer program, we can change the way the digital medium works in our country. So come, I welcome you to work with me here on the Republic campus as part of the Positive Influencer program. Here on the Republic Media campus, you will have access to great infrastructure, a warm and welcoming professional environment, and of course, the best production values. Now, if you have the content and you feel it needs the finish, it needs to be worked on, or that you would benefit from working in an environment where there are many other content creators like you, then you can be here. You can work with me here in the Republic newsroom. You can work from home. You can make it 50-50. You can make it work the way you want. As long as you believe that the content you create, and we believe that the content you create, will make our nation number one, will be one solid contribution towards a Viksit Bharat, then you can be part of this wonderful program. The initiative I announced in the presence of the Prime Minister at the Republic Summit, which is the Republic Positive Influencer program. So come, work with me, work with us. Let's make a difference for our country.